भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्यनाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः। हे कृष्णकरुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तुते। तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 हरे। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवत्युत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नन्दनाय च गोविन्दाय नमः। हरे कृष्णा। I'm very happy to see all of you. A wonderful setting, and steadily all of you are doing your morning program, and I'm taking darshan of Prabhupada also behind. Very nicely, all of you are rendering services to. Yeah, I got the darshan already. I received. So, and I'm very happy that regularly our Sunday programs are going on, and the Saturday programs are going on, and all of you are receiving mercy and blessings of so many senior Vaishnavas. And this week also, all of you are going to meet His Grace Uddhavanand Prabhu, uh, Belgaum. See, these are all Vaishnavas. They have served Maharaj. They have served in Srila Prabhupada for a long time, and their experiences and their realizations that actually nourishes. Um, I that's why I was trying to invite so many Vaishnavas. Krishna Dharma Prabhu came, and we had Prabhupada Murti welcoming Yogi Prabhu, and so many devotees have come, and Uddhavanandra also is going to come. So thank you all very much for your consistent practice and also rendering your various services. And I wanted to share something from Srimad Bhagavatam. How Krishna has varieties of opulences. And we all know Krishna has Shad Aishwarya Purna Bhagavan. What are the six opulences? We have usually heard Krishna's beauty so many places, and in Srimad Bhagavatam there is enormous description of Krishna's beauty, and also in Chaitanya Charitamrita also, and also we have heard Krishna's opulence and Krishna's strength when he is defeating demons, and Krishna's knowledge in terms of Gita, Uddhav Gita or Bhagavad Gita, and also Krishna's fame, so many places. And Krishna's renunciation, we would not have much heard. We have seen Krishna as enjoyer. We have seen Krishna as he is enjoying all the sacrifices in terms of, and Krishna in the form of Giriraj Govardhan, he is tasting all the wonderful bhoga that is being offered. And Krishna is also enjoying with all the gopas and gopis in Vrindavan Dham. And so we have usually heard Krishna as the great enjoyer, you know? And but also Krishna also has his another opulence also is Krishna is supremely opulent in renunciation also. And anybody would like to give some examples of how Krishna is supremely renunciate also.
Krishna renounces his position as king and he becomes charioteer of Arjuna.
Wonderful. Krishna is giving up his godhood to become a chariot driver for Arjuna. Wonderful. Any? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as the supreme renunciate. He's, he took one special avatar and exhibited his renunciation. Wonderful. Huh? I'm not able to hear.
When Akrura come to take
Huh?
when Akrura come to take him in Vrindavan.
Can anybody speak who's telling what?
When Akrura comes to take Krishna to out of
One devotee can speak. Too many devotees I cannot understand.
Some disturbance outside.
Okay. Oh, it is disturbance. I thought somebody is speaking something.
Guruji,
Okay.
Jai Jagannath Swami Prabhu was telling when Akrura came to Vrindavan
Ah,
to take Krishna Balram. So he
ah.
renounced very easily.
Immediately decided.
Wonderful, wonderful. This also. Krishna, he came to relish Vrindavan Dham, but he renounced just after 10 years. So that means, and remaining 115 years, Krishna stayed out of Vrindavan. He never came back. So the purpose for which Krishna descended is to relish pastimes in Vrindavan Dham. But he left it after 10 years uh, for the sake of mission. So then he left. So Krishna also exhibited his renunciation in Vrindavan Dham. Okay. So I'm going to speak a little more from in the same thought from 11th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay. I'm going to share shloka here. Visible this? Uh, I am going to recite the shloka. Dharmasya daksha duhitar अजनिष्टमूर्त्यां नारायणो नरऋषिप्रवरः प्रशान्तः नैष्कर्म्यलक्षणम् उवाच चचार कर्म योऽद्यापि चाष्टऋषिवर्यनिषेविताङ्घ्रि. This is about Naranarayana Rishi. Have you heard about Naranarayana Rishi? Who are they?
Arjuna and Krishna.
Arjuna and Krishna. And they are to be worshipped in Kali Yuga. And they are still living even now. Okay. Okay. Can I have one devotee who read loudly?
Narayan Rishi, who is perfectly peaceful and is the best of sages, was born as a son of Dharma and his wife Murti, the daughter of Daksha. Narayan Rishi taught the devotional service of the Lord by which material work ceases, and he himself perfectly practiced this knowledge. He is living even today, his lotus feet served by the greatest of saintly persons.
He's saying he appeared as the son of Dharma and wife Murti, and who is the daughter of Daksha. Okay. So he taught devotional service. So Naranarayana Rishi did not just teach tapasya, he taught how to do bhakti yoga. Okay. By which uh, karma, our karma gets karma means, see if you see the exact words. Naishkarmya lakshanam. Naishkarmya means what? Naishkarmya means by which material reactionary work ceases. Okay, that means by which we get bound. So we will not get entangled. So that's what it means. And then he's saying he did not just teach. Sometimes people may feel that this teacher is only teaching, but he also practiced. What he's teaching, he practiced himself. So that means whenever we tell somebody, you chant Hare Krishna, but if we ourselves are not getting interest to chant, so then it is not that great. So we may preach, but at the same time, we are practicing. And he's living even today. His lotus feet is served by the greatest of saintly persons. Okay. So now I will go little more ahead. When he was doing tapasya, see, suppose somebody becomes, okay, I'll just recite this verse and then we'll go ahead. इन्द्रो विशङ्क्य मम धाम जिगृक्षतीति कामं नयुङ्क्त सगणं सबदरि उपाख्यं गत्वाप्सरो गणवसन्त सुमन्दवातये श्रीप्रेक्षणै शुभिरविद्यद् अतन्महिग्नः. Suppose, can anybody tell me now, what was Naranarayan Rishi doing? What is he known for? These two are two sages. What were they? What are they doing usually? Tapasya. Where are they doing tapasya? Which place? Huh?
Badrikashram.
Yes, Badrikashram. So even now they are doing tapasya there. And so when they are doing tapasya, usually suppose somebody gains their fame as their great tapasvis. Usually what people do want to do? Huh? Somebody is becoming very rich. What people want to do?
They want to usually pull them down.
They want to steal their wealth. Or suppose if they are gaining some business which is becoming successful, they want to create some trouble and bring some loss.
Yes.
है ना? Usually people want to do this. Why do they want to do?
Envy.
They are becoming jealous. They are wanting the position which that person is gaining. They want to acquire the wealth of that person. They want to, because they are saying that he is becoming so much popular, he is becoming so much wealthy, he is attracting all the opulence, so people become naturally envious. So when great rishis also do tapasya, naturally other people become envious, है ना? And so then naturally they want to create some trouble. So now when Naranarayan Rishi are doing tapasya, who is becoming envious?
Indra.
So now you see here what happens. King Indra became very much fearful, thinking that Naranarayan Rishi would become very powerful by his severe penance, and he would come and seize heavenly kingdom. So he is thinking that if he becomes very much powerful, then naturally he'll come and occupy my post. So this creates so much of insecurity that a person becomes he would be ready to do anything just to create a plot, and he would be ready to do anything by which he can pull him down. So the nature of the material world is envy is there always. As soon as anybody becomes very powerful, if anybody becomes very intelligent, anybody becomes very popular, anybody becomes very much knowledgeable, or anybody becomes very strengthy, any opulence a person tries to gain in this world, naturally other people will be there who will want to uh, take away that opulence from him, and they become envious of that position. So so people are actually, and usually people also want to gain those opulences. Why do they want to gain opulence?
They want to show to others.
People are actually wanting to acquire that position of in limelight, just so that other people get impressed. Though this person is so much rich, this person is so much wealthy, this person is So intelligent. This person is so much popular. So people want to hear this from the mouths of others. So this because this brings a lot of joy to the
Ego.
uh, so the person becomes so much nourished by the false ego. So then that person is wanting to hear such words about ourselves. So when then for that sake, the living entity tries. So Indra is also thinking probably he is also doing tapasya just to get my post, and he is becoming envious. So now two people are there. Um, Actually, Narayan Rishi is not trying for his post, but he's thinking, he's perceiving. So this is also sometimes a problem that we perceive. Suppose somebody is doing something, we think it is said Atmavan Manyate Jagat means what?
We see through our eyes.
Our own spectacle. So what is our spectacle? Atmavan. That means what I have desire, we think others also must have be having the same desire. Because I am desiring for this post of Indra, and this is such a lucrative and such a alluring post, which I will not get anywhere else. And if suppose I am attached, we think that somebody else also doing some activities, probably he is also attached. And see, that's how we misunderstand other people. So Indra misunderstood Naranara and Rishi's intention of doing tapasya. Narendra Rishi has not even a fraction of desire for gaining the post of Indra. But Indra is thinking, probably he is also doing tapasya to gain my post. So because of which he became too much insecure. So you see, sometimes the small kids, uh, they as soon as any new toy comes, what happens?
Yeah, fight will be the first thing. Fight.
As soon as the new toy comes, they start thinking that
Smart.
this toy is going to be taken by my another sibling. So they, as soon as the new toy comes, they want to grab, and both want to grab. So and naturally there is a fight. So you see, same mentality is there. It is not that this mentality goes away. In the beginning, while they're children, they fight for toys, and they become little bigger. They want to fight for cycle, and after some time, they want to fight for what?
Girls will.
Huh?
Girls in youth.
Okay,
And
then they
after that,
want. Yeah, you see, so many triangle stories. People want to. Then they fight for the
property.
same girl by multiple, and they become little more bigger.
Property
They
will.
want to have their house or properties, or then they want to have their social status. So that means always there is quarrel. That quarrel is because of this envy, which is born out of everyone is looking for sense gratification. So Indra also thought, but you see now what happens. Does Indra, not knowing the transcendental glories of the incarnation of the Lord, same thing sometimes even people think about devotees also. Even if devotees are wanting, they have nothing to achieve in the material world, but still people start becoming envious of devotees. They think that probably these devotees also are competing. But here Indra could not understand the transcendental glories of Lord. So then what he did, he took an extreme step. He sent Cupid and his associates to the Lord's residence in Badrikashram. And as so now he want to somehow now create a situation by which Lord's this Narana and Rishi's tapasya is going to get broken. So he's creating a plan. He's hatching a plot. So now you see, even sometimes when devotees are doing something, there are sometimes other envious people try to create some plot. Now, can you give me some example of in the life of uh, in the life of Prabhupada? How like this an incident came? I know if I ask you in generic, you will give some other examples. But I'm asking in the life of Prabhupada.
Our Mr. Nair, Mr. Nair.
Very good, very good. When Juhu land was to be taken, Mr. Nair tried to create uh, plots and he was wanting to drive away Prabhupada. So, like that, people become envious even of devotees and they create trouble. So, then he sent Cupid and his associates to the Lord's residence in Badrikashram. And then, as the charming breezes of spring created most sensuous atmosphere, Cupid himself attacked the Lord with arrows in the form of irresistible glances of beautiful women. That means Narayan and Rishis sitting and doing tapasya, and Cupid and his entire team, entourage, they arrived and they tried to create some scene by which they could be allured, and his tapasya would be broken. And if tapasya is broken, who is most happy?
Indra.
Indra is most happy. Now, suppose, imagine when we are doing some uh, severe, where we have a goal to achieve and we are working very hard to achieve that goal, and somebody is coming and creating a nuisance and they are creating trouble and they are becoming an obstacle. What happens?
It
Huh?
disturbs us.
Sorry?
Devotees are telling anger comes through.
Very good. Okay, anger comes. Why anger comes? Huh? Sorry?
What they want to achieve, they are not able to achieve. Someone is disturbing Puja, so anger comes.
Frustration of his practice and goal achieving. So that obstruction is being created. So then the person becomes very much angry. Very good. Anything else?
We get disturbed and disappointed Puja.
Okay. The person may also become disappointed and dejected. And so much obstacle is coming, and
I live.
I want to. And I'll go. Person goes.
Yeah. This will come Puja in the end.
Person may get dejected only. Okay. Then what else happen? Huh?
give up, give up Puja, hopeless. What Vishnu Puja said.
Yeah, one becomes hopeless and he gives up
And
the
one more.
endeavor. He thinks, Arey, if I do only na tapasya, all these problems come. So I will not do only tapasya. So he gives up. So he becomes hopeless.
One more is
See,
often.
suppose if I chant only na, so many problems come. But if when I'm practicing Krishna consciousness, so much mind troubles. And if I stop, see, when I try to control mind, then so much trouble comes.
Yes,
Then you stop controlling. Then it becomes peaceful. Is it?
this comes in mind Puja, correct Puja?
Yeah. Isn't it?
Nice argument.
What do you think? Peace comes in when we give up Krishna consciousness or when we practice Krishna consciousness?
When
What
we
do you think?
practice and get purified Puja, that time
Huh?
when we practice Puja, that is little very hard Puja. Then when we get purified, then we can release Krishna consciousness. Puja.
Yeah. So when you try to control something, because mind is not wanting you to get controlled.
Rebel
At that
more.
time, it is to be, we are endeavoring hard to control it. That time it is very painful. But once mind's tendencies get purified, mind's contamination is removed, then mind naturally starts liking thing which is purified activities of Krishna consciousness. In the beginning, mind doesn't like, mind hates, mind repels, and rebels also, and revolts also.
Yeah.
And then it hates because somebody is trying to control and somebody is trying to. So, like that, mind doesn't agree. So, but once it mind is purified, then naturally mind relishes it. In the beginning, it repels, then later it relishes. So, but in between, the path is not that pleasant. The path is little, it is little burning, and it is because it is purifying. And once it is purified, then it is naturally releasable. So, but now, so that's what anger comes. Suppose I'm trying to do something, and no, somebody is creating trouble, and somebody is creating obstructions, and for what? For their personal cause. So they are creating troubles for their personal cause. They are creating so much of trouble, and the person becomes very much disturbed, and that disturbance causes so much of agitation of mind. Now you see how does Lord react? See, very amazing. Indra's plot, a little before, I'll read. See, here it is said, Atan Mahignaha, not understanding the glories of the Lord. It indicates that King Indra was placing the personality of Godhead on the same level as himself, considering the Lord to be an ordinary enjoyer who would be attracted by mundane sex life. He was thinking that Lord also will get attracted. See, the kind of temptation which he is trying to create. That also shows what he is attracted by. He is thinking that if I send this party, then probably he'll get allured. And what is he thinks as allurement, that's what he can send. What he is getting attracted by, he thinks that he will also get attracted by the same thing. So this is called Atmavan Manyate Jagat. So, but, and then Indra's plot to cause the fall down of Nara and Rishi could not affect the Lord, but it reveals the short sightedness of Indra himself. So it showed how Indra is so much short sighted. Because Indra is attached to his heavenly kingdom, he took it for granted that the Supreme Lord was performing austerities to acquire such flickering phantasmagoria as the kingdom of heaven. So he is also thinking that probably this Narana and Rishi is also doing tapasya to acquire the same heavenly kingdom as I am. So this is what he's thinking. Now amazing shloka. Okay. I'm not going to try shloka. You see here. The primeval Lord, understanding the offense committed by Indra. See, one thing is it is an offense. Why? Because he's having a envy. See, offense comes in picture when there is envy in the heart. He is not able to tolerate somebody else growing, somebody else flourishing. Somebody is able to, he is receiving a lot of mercy. Somebody else is becoming more popular. Somebody else is becoming more strong. But he is not thinking that how I can become. He is thinking why he is becoming popular, why he is becoming more recognized, why is he receiving more recognition and attention than me. So this is called envy. So you see small kids also. As soon as a younger child takes birth in a family, the elder one becomes very much
Disturbed.
disturbed and agitated, and it creates a lot of trouble. Why?
All the love of parents go to the younger child.
Yeah, he's thinking that I'm not going to get the same recognition and attention and love, affection, because parents are giving more attention to the younger one. Naturally, the younger child requires more attention and affection. So the elder one becomes very much insecure and becomes envious and tries to harm the younger child. You see, sometimes a elder kid goes and pinches
Yeah, yeah,
the
yeah.
younger one. Why? And when it cries, the elder one becomes very much happy. So this is very much the nature of the material world.
Yes.
People become envious. So instead, see, amazing. He became committed an offense, but Lord did not become proud. Very amazing quality. When you don't get offended, let's say somebody tried to disturb you, and you didn't get disturbed. Naturally, it creates what? Pride. See, you are so insignificant, fellow. See, suppose you know that a person is becoming a person. Let's say two people are fighting in WWF, and one person is coming and hitting, and this person is not even, his body is not even shaking. That person, one who is receiving those blows, and his body now is not even shaking, though he is giving heavy blows
He will
on his
do
body.
much like this. He becomes
What
so.
happens to that person?
He
The
becomes
person
so
who is
see how much
naturally, he
powerful I am.
thinks that you are such an insignificant fellow, and he becomes very much proud.
Yes, yes,
But
yes.
Narayan Rishi did not become proud. Though Indra tried to offend him, and but Narayan Rishi did not become proud. Instead, he spoke laughingly. And but he understood these are like small children. He thought these demigods, they are like small kids trying to, uh, they are becoming insecure. It is just like a kid's game, isn't it? So neither Narayan Rishi become angry nor he became proud. Very difficult. This is called maturity. Maturity in consciousness. Somebody is trying to create trouble, somebody is becoming envious, but a person will not get affected. You see, this is very difficult. Somebody is trying to harm our efforts, it creates so much of frustration. But even with all that, a person who can maintain his composure, who can maintain his calmness and doesn't become angry on the person who is creating trouble, and neither he becomes proud, that this is very tough. And then instead he spoke laughingly to Cupid and his followers who were trembling before him. Why they were trembling?
Because Lord is not getting affected only.
Yeah, see, suppose you try to create somebody, you try to harm somebody, and it has no effect on that person. That means what? That person is more powerful. And as soon as he has greater power, that means he can destroy me at any moment. That means he's more powerful. So it creates fear. So now immediately Lord spoke. You see the Lord's speech. Do not fear, O mighty mother, O wind god, wives of the demigods. Rather, please accept these gifts I am offering you and kindly sanctify my ashram by your presence. Just see the consciousness of Nara and Rishi. He is saying, do not fear. I am not going to harm you. Because though you have committed an offense, I'm not going to harm you. And second thing he's saying, please accept these gifts. He's also going to give some reception, and also he's going to give, he's saying, and you see the consciousness, he's saying, kindly sanctify my ashram by your presence. See the magnanimity of Lord. See, he's saying wonderfully. See, Prabhupada is saying, very amazing purport this is. The word Gata Vismayaha, free from false pride, is very significant. If one becomes proud by performing severe penance, such penances are considered material. That means if we do any tapasya, if we achieve anything and we become proud by it, then it has no devotion in it. Devotion means offering, and where there is pride. But if one becomes proud, then it is material. Now, so they were thinking that probably Lord may curse us. But then immediately Lord said, don't worry, don't fear. And then it is said, he actually, Lord offered them nice prasadam and articles of worship. See, you see this. What is the consciousness? If you do not, I'm just going to highlight. If you do not give me the opportunity to act as host to the demigods and other respectable personalities, because his Lord is actually giving them respect. Then he said, what will be the use of my ashram? My ashram will be void without the opportunity to receive respectable personalities such as you. So this is the consciousness of the Supreme Lord. So Lord, even though somebody came to trouble him, he is becoming, he has a wonderful consciousness to accept it. And not only this, you see Prabhupada's nice line in this connection. Similarly, International Society for Krishna Consciousness is establishing beautiful centers in all the major cities of the world. In some of these centers, like this, society is very gorgeous preaching ashrams it has. But the Vaishnavas who live in these beautiful buildings feel that the buildings are void if guests do not come to hear about Krishna and chant his holy name. Thus, one may establish a beautiful ashram not for one's personal sense gratification, but to execute Krishna consciousness peacefully and encourage others to take to Krishna consciousness also. That means temples are established for what purpose? Now, temples are established for the sake of devotees. And if guests do not come, then what is the use of such temple? Thought Prabhupada this thing to say. And now, amazing after this. Uh, My dear King Nimi, when Narayan thus spoke, eradicating the fear of the demigods, they bowed their heads in shame and addressed the Lord as follows to invoke compassion. Immediately, they became very much ashamed of their own nefarious activities. They became ashamed of their offense. They became ashamed of their petty, selfish attitude and their attitude of creating trouble and attitude of showing such petty pleasure seeking mindset and being having attachment to heavenly pleasures. All this attitude got revealed in front of Lord. That's why it is said, when we go in front of exalted souls, those in front of Lord or those who are very close to Lord, naturally our own deficiencies get exposed. So, and our own petty selfishness, petty offensive mentalities, and all such mentalities get exposed. So then that's how they are falling at the feet of Lord, and they're saying, "You are always transcendental, beyond the reach of illusion. Therefore, you are forever changeless. Your causeless compassion towards us, despite our great offense, is not at all unusual. You are showing such a causeless compassion. We do not deserve it, and at the same time our own mindset is revealed, and your causeless compassion is also revealed. Since innumerable great sages who are self-satisfied and free from anger and false pride bow down humbly at your lotus feet. This is what is called as who can remain steady. These are the very important qualities. One who remains self satisfied. See, what all can be the obstacles in one's steady practice? The one of obstacle could be his own mindset of enjoying. Then he falls prey to temptations, to various pleasures in this world. Then naturally he cannot be steady. And second thing that he'll fall, second thing could be an obstruction, and that is frustration of those pleasures. So when there is pleasures are not received, pleasures are being when there is obstruction to those pleasures, naturally it creates frustration and anger, and then that anger also makes one lose all the whatever powers that he has acquired. Everything gets lost, and he may become proud. Let's say he did not get affected, and he'll become naturally proud, and that pride also causes fall. So all these things can be causes of one's fall in Krishna consciousness. So that's why, see, first thing is lust could be the cause. Second thing could be anger, and third thing could be pride. That's why Krishna speaks, Trividham narakasyedam dwaram nashanam atmanah. He says lust, anger, greed, pride. These are all doorways by which one falls down in one's practice. Um, but they are saying, but you are not affected by any of these things. Okay. Okay, I will just go to. So when the demigods were thus praising the Supreme Lord, the all-powerful Lord suddenly manifested before their eyes many women. It is said from the Nara and Rishi, because they were thinking that they had brought so many apsaras. They thought that Nara and Rishi will get allured and he will break his tapasya. Because they had done like this in the past. To whom they had done?
Vishwamitra Prabhu.
Vishwamitra they had done. Like this, they had done to many, many sages and they had broke their tapasya. They thought Narayan Rishi also will get, he will also break in his tapasya. But to tell them that your apsaras are, and they are so insignificant. And this pleasure, what you are looking for, is also so insignificant. So Lord created from his own thighs so many apsaras. So he said, while the demigods were thus praising the Supreme Lord, the all-powerful Lord suddenly manifested before their eyes many women who were astonishingly gorgeous, decorated with fine clothes and ornaments, and all faithfully engaging in Lord's service. So Lord showed such magnanimity and opulence of, he created so many apsaras, all the beauties in the world. Um, so causeless, he showed causeless mercy by relieving them of their false prestige. How did Lord show his causeless mercy? He
Relieve them
humbled
by
them.
humble them.
They thought they are very beautiful and they are very exalted. Lord humbled them. He said that your beauty and your exaltedness is nothing. And then, although the demigods were proud of their personal beauty and female companions, the Lord showed that he was already being adequately served by innumerable gorgeous females. So, Lord manifested such uniquely attractive women through his mystic potency. Okay. And then later on, Lord told them that you take one of these women to your favorite, to your Lord Indra, and give him as gift from my side. So he told like this. And then, see, the Supreme Lord of the Lord then smiled slightly and told the representatives, however, please choose one of these women, whomever you find suitable for you. She'll become the ornament of heavenly planets. So, and then, um, see, vibrating the sacred syllable Om, the servants of the demigod selected Urvashi, the best of the Apsaras. Then they traveled to the heavens. So, like this, Indra was also humbled, and all the demigods were humbled. And then Nara and Rishi's actual glory manifested. When tests come in the life of a devotee, what it can only enhance his glory of a steady, sincere, determined devotee. When temptations come, when they only make him more strong and they enhance his glory. When tests come, a devotee should not feel, oh, the great obstacle has come. But the obstacle has come to either one thing is to strengthen me, and obstacle has come to show my commitment to the Lord. And this is the moment I need to show my sincerity to the Lord. So, like this, Naranara and Rishi. And at the same time, we can appreciate Lord so much that Lord is, he has all the opulences, but at the same time, he is renounced completely. He is not attached to the opulences like we are attached. And Lord is Bhoktaram. We hear that Lord is the enjoyer. And at the same time, we hear that Lord is the supreme renunciate also. So these are unique things that we can appreciate in Lord. So whenever we take darshan of Lord, whenever we take, so it increases our appreciation for Lord. How Lord is supremely kind, compassionate, and so Lord is supremely knowledgeable, Lord is supremely rich, and at the same time, Lord is supremely renunciate also. So just I thought I should share with all of you. Thank you all very much for all of your wonderful audience, and I'm very much grateful to your steady practice and your steady service. And I've been just praying to all to their lordships that all the devotees in Hubli, let them receive a lot of mercy. And because in Vrindavan Dham, uh, so I was just doing uh, some small darshan of all the temples. I was just praying just so that all the devotees become more strong and let them become more committed and dedicated in Prabhupada's mission, and let them receive blessings of Lord. So thank you all very much for your
Thank you, Prabhuji, for your
being
association.
such wonderful devotees, and so many devotees are there. I'm here, I'm singing, and at the back who are all there: Vishnu Prabhu, Anil Prabhu, and then Vedant Prabhu, Kirtan Tras Prabhu. Who is there? Somebody behind also. Somebody else.
Pandurang Prabhuji.
Hari bol, Pandurang Prabhu ki jai. Thank you. Thank you, Pandurang Prabhu, for taking care of so many things in my absence also. Ah, nice. I'm uh, I'm relishing devotees association here, and at the same time I'm missing all of your association.
Yeah, Prabhuji.
All are missing your association.
I many times I tell devotees also here about all of you and how all of you doing nicely there, and some devotees I showed also this temple hall, and devotees told it is very nice. And so much efforts have been put by so many devotees, whether it is construction, whether it is decoration, whether it is maintenance. I'm very much grateful for all of you, and I'm eager to come back very soon. I think I'll be there in another 10 to 12 days, maybe. Thank you. I need to go now for some immediate some service. I need to leave.
Is it one question,
Uh,
Prabhuji? Will I
I'll
come
again
first?
catch up. I think I need to leave now. I sorry I didn't give time for your questions. If you can keep your questions, I will meet. I'll next time when I'm doing, I'll take your questions.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, yes.
And I think surely your questions you can ask Pandurang Prabhu also is there.
Hari
The devotees are there. They are more experienced and realized, so they can share. Thank you.
Hari We'll chant 3 times Hari Bol for His Grace Satyamurti Prabhuji for wonderful class. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Thank you very much.